Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the NFL Scoreboard with Peter Wiggins. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins here. It is week 1 of the 2015 NFL season here, and let's start off out at Vesco Field at Mile High Stadium in Denver, Colorado here, where the Denver Broncos Peyton Manning opened up a new season against Joe Flacco and the Baltimore Ravens here. As the Denver Broncos opened up the first quarter on a pair of 50-plus yard field goals from Brendan McManus, one from 57 and another from 56 to make it 6-0 favor the Broncos here. And then second quarter, Justin Tucker took advantage of the high altitude in Denver with a 52-yard field goal as the Ravens cut the Broncos lead to 6-3. And then McManus again from 43 yards, and it was 9-3 Broncos going in halftime here. And then Justin Smith, 24-yard interception return as the Ravens make it 10-9 in the third quarter. Then Tucker again from 44 yards to make it 13-9 in favor of the Ravens here. But former Patriot turned Bronco Aqib Talib intercepted took it 51 yards as the Denver Broncos now lead the Baltimore Ravens 16-13 here. With around 5:18 left in the fourth quarter here, as Peyton Manning so far 23 for 39 for 189, 169 yards and one interception, while Joe Flacco 12 for 20 for 84 yards and one interception here. As the kicking and the defense unit got the points so far here due to some good defensive lines by both clubs here. Alright. Down in Glendale, Arizona, where the Arizona Cardinals are squaring off against Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints here. And the Cardinals got on the board first in the first quarter on a Jaron Brown 10-yard pass from Carson Palmer to make it 7-0 in favor of the Cardinals here. And then Zach Hawker, a 37-yard field goal drive as the Cardinals get it 7-3. And then Andre Ellington, a 1-yard run to make it 14-3 in favor of the Cardinals here. And then Brandon Coleman, a 12-yard pass from Drew Brees, and the Cardinals going in halftime break, leading it 14-10. And then Zach Hawker, 23 yards. Field goal drive as the Cards lead us 14-13. And then the Cardinals responded by a Chandler Catanzaro 43-yard field goal drive as the Cardinals did it 17-13. And then Hawker in the fourth quarter 45-yard field goal to cut the Cardinals lead to 17-16. But then Darren Fells 17-yard pass from Carson Palmer to make it 24-16 Arizona Cardinals. And then Zach Hawker 33-yard field goal drive as there is a $1.58 left in Phoenix, Arizona, and the Arizona Cardinals lead the New Orleans Saints 24-19 here. As Carson Palmer's got 18 for 31 for 2 touchdowns and 252 yards, while Drew Brees 28 for 43 for 340 yards and a touchdown and an interception here for the Saints. And Mark Ingram got 24 yards and 9 and rushing plus 102 yards and 7 receptions for Mark Ingram on the receiving side. While Andre Ellington's got 12 carries for 69 yards and 1 touchdown. And Fells and Brown get a touchdown here. Alright. Hopping on 98 to San Diego at Qualcomm Stadium here, where the Chargers and the Detroit Lions have engaged in a battle in San Diego here. As the Lions get on the board first on a Amir Abdullah 24-yard run to make it 7-0 in favor of the Lions here. And then the Chargers got on the board on a Josh Humboldt 32-yard field goal. The Lions lead it 7-3. And then second quarter, Glover Quinn 31-yard interception return to make it 14-3 in favor of the Lions here. And then Eric Ebron, 18-yard pass by Matthew Stafford to make it 21-3 for the favor of the Lions here. And then Denny Woodhead, a 9-yard run, and the Lions lead is 21-10 at halftime here. And then Lambeau 25-yard field goal as the Lions lead is 21-13 here. And then Steve Johnson, a 12-yard pass from Philip Rivers as the Chargers cut in close, and now it's 21-20 through 3. And then Ladarius Green, a 13-yard pass from Philip Rivers, and the kick failed. 26-21 Chargers. And then Danny Wood had a 1-yard run to make it 33-21 Chargers. And then Theo Riddick, a 21-yard pass from Matthew Stafford, and the kick is good as the San Diego Chargers hold on to a 33-28 lead over Detroit Lions with a minute 4 left in the fourth quarter here. As Philip Rivers, 35 for 42 for 404 yards and 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, while Matthew Stafford's got 19 for 30 for 246 yards with 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions here. From 3 close ones to 2 games in late stages that are blowouts there, as we start you up in Oakland, California, where the Cincinnati Bengals are taking on the Oakland Raiders here. And the Bengals got off to a strong start early on here, as Jeremy Hill, a 3-yard run, and makes it 7-0 in favor of the Bengals here. And then Mike Nugent, a 32-yard field goal drive to make it 10-0 in favor of the Bengals here. Then Hill again from 2 yards, and it is 17-0 in favor of the Bengals. And then Andy Dalton, 13-yard pass by him. Tyler Effort has the Bengals going into the halftime break, leading at 24-0 in here. And then Dalton at effort again in the third quarter, this time from 8 yards to make this 30-0 in favor of the Bengals. And then Mike Nugent, 35-yard field goal drive to make it 33-0 in favor of the Bengals through 3. And then Marcel Reese, 11-yard pass from Matt McGloin and Steven Jankowski. Kick is good, but 7:55 left in the fourth quarter. Cincinnati Bengals cruising to a 33-7 lead over the Oakland Raiders here. And down in Tampa here, where a battle of rookies here. A battle of rookies. Marcus Mariota of the Titans and Jameis Winston of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers here. And it is a laugh for Dan in Tampa here, as the Tennessee Titans have dominated this game here. As Tennessee Titans get off to a good start. As Kendall Wright, 52-yard pass from Marcus Mariota to make it 7-0 in favor of the Titans here. And then Cody Sensabaugh, 26-yard interception return to make it 14-0 in favor of the Titans here. And then Bishop Sankey, 12-yard pass from Marcus Mariota as the Titans up 21-0 here. But then the Buccaneers got on the board. As Austin Surfin Jenkins, a 5-yard pass from Jameis Winston as the Titans lead is cut to 21-7. But then Harry Douglas, a 4-yard pass from Marcus Mariota, and it's 28-7 in favor of the Titans here. And then Delaney Walker, 1-yard pass from Marcus Mariota as the Titans go into halftime break, 35-7 here. And then Sankey again from a yard, 42-7 Titans. And then Surfin Jenkins, 41-yard pass from Jameis Winston as the Titans leading it 42-14 with 8:05 left in the fourth quarter here, as Marcus Mariota, impressive in his debut, 13 for 16 for 209 yards and 4 TDs, while Jameis Winston for the Bucs had 11 for 20 for 148 yards with 2 touchdowns and 2 picks here. All right, that takes care of the late games, and now on in the early games, where it is a new era in Buffalo as new head coach Rex Ryan took his Buffalo Bills to take on the Indianapolis Colts here. As the Bills got off to a good start. Percy Harvin, 51-yard pass from Tyrod Taylor, and it's 7-0 in favor of the Bills here. And then Dan Carpenter, 41-yard field goal in the second quarter, make it 10-0 in favor of the Bills there. And then Carlos Williams, a 26-yard run, make it 17-0 Buffalo at halftime. And then Anthony Dixon, a 1-yard run as the Bills extend their lead at 24-0 here. But then Colts make this interesting here as Dante Moncrief, 2-yard pass from Andrew Luck, and the Andrew Luck corresponding patch as the Bills lead is 24-8 from McCoby Fleeting pass from Andrew Luck. And then Danny Carpenter, 45-yard field goal to make it 27-8 Buffalo. And then Dwayne Allen, 60-yard pass from Andrew Luck as the Buffalo Bills. Rex Ryan makes a debut on the right foot as they defeat the Indianapolis Colts 27-14 as Tyrod Taylor had 14 for 19 for 195 yards and a touchdown, while Andrew Luck at 26 for 49 for 243 yards with 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions here. As the Bills beat the Colts 27-14 here. And now off to Chicago, where the league's oldest rivalry as the Green Bay Packers travel down to Soldier Field in Chicago to take on the Chicago Bears, or what Chicago knows as the Bears. As the Bears got on the board first on a rubber goal 20-yard field goal to make it 3-0 in favor of the Bears here. And then James Jones, 13-yard pass from Aaron Rodgers to make it 7-3 in favor of the Packers here. And then Matt Forte, 1-yard run to make it 10-3 in favor of the Bears. But then Mason Crosby, a 36-yard field goal to make it 13. Take it tie it at 10 apiece. And then Robbie Gould, a 50-yard field goal as the Bears leading the Pack 13-10 at halftime break. And then James Jones, again, a yard pass from Aaron Rodgers to make it 17-13 in favor of the Packers. And then Robbie Gould, a 44-yard field goal as the Packers lead is now 17-16-3. And then Reggie Cobb, 5-yard pass from Aaron Rodgers to make it 24-16 in favor of the Packers here. And then A. Lacy, a 2-yard run to make it 31-16 in favor of the Packers. And then Bears make the interesting as Montel Smith and a 24-yard pass from Jay Cutler, but the Pack prevailed 31-23 over the Chicago Bears here as Aaron Rodgers at 18 for 23 for 189 yards, 3 touchdowns, while Jay Cutler 18 for 36 for 225 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 intercepted as the Pack prevailed 31-23. Down in Houston here, where it was Houston Texans quarterbacks were Tom Brady's backups, Brian Hoyer and Ryan Mallett. As a Texans squared off against the Kansas City Chiefs. As the Chiefs get on to a good start on a pair of Alex Smith touchdowns to Travis Kelce. First one for 10, second one for 42 to make it a 14-0 Kansas City Chiefs lead. And then Texans, DeAndre Hopkins, a 4-yard pass from Brian Hoyer to make it 14-7 in favor of the Chiefs. And then a pair of Carlos Santos field goals, one from 27 and 40 yards in the second quarter to make it 20-6 in favor of the Chiefs. And then Jamal Charles, a 7-yard pass from Alex Smith to make it 27-6 in favor of the Chiefs. And then Randy Bullock, a 34-yard field goal to make it 27-9 in favor of the Chiefs. And then Hopkins, again, 8-yard pass from Rand Mallett to make it 27-17 in favor of the Chiefs. And then Randy Bullock, 47-yard field goal, but the Chiefs prevail 27-20 over the Houston Texans here. As Alex Smith passed for 22 for 33 for 243 yards and 3 touchdowns, while Brian Hoyer had 18 for 34 for 236 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, while Brian Matt 8 for 13 for 98 yards and 1 touchdown here. down in Jacksonville, where it was a battle of the expansion teams of 1995, as the Carolina Panthers square off against the Jacksonville Jaguars here. As both teams kicked a pair of field goals, Graham gave him 43 yards, and then Jason Myers a 23-yard field goal, tied at 3, and then Jericho Cutry, a 7-yard pass from Cam Newton in the second quarter, to make it 10-3 in favor of the Carolina Panthers, and then Rashad Green, a 1-yard pass from Blake Bortles kick failed as a Panthers went in the break, leading it 10-9, and then interception return by Josh Norman at 30 yards, make it 17-9 in favor of the Panthers, and then Graham Gainwell again from 47 yards as the Carolina Panthers beat the Jacksonville Jaguars 29 as Cam Newton 18 for 31 for 170 yards and 1 touchdown and interception, while Blake Bortles had 22 for 40 for 183 yards and 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions there. Out at the Meadowlands of New Jersey, where the New York Jets, with Ryan Fitzpatrick now at helm since Geno Smith got a jaw injury, as they will square off against Johnny Manziel and the Cleveland Browns there. As the Browns got off to a good start, Travis Benjamin a 54-yard pass from Johnny Manziel in the second quarter, make it 7-0 in favor of the Browns here. But then Chris Ivory a 10-yard run to tie it at 7, and then Travis Coons a 26-yard field goal to make it 10-7 in favor of the Browns, and then Eric Decker a 15-yard pass from Ryan Fitzpatrick to make it 14-10 Jets at halftime break. And then Brandon Marshall, a 1-yard pass from Ryan Fitzpatrick to make it 21-10 in favor of the Jets. And then Nick Folk, a 34-yard field goal to make it 24-10 in favor of the Jets. And then in the fourth quarter, Chris Ivory, a 3-yard run as the Jets defeat the Browns 31-10. As Ryan Fitzpatrick 15 for 24 for 179 yards and 2 touchdowns and 1 pick. John Manziel 13 for 24 for 182 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception for the Cleveland Browns here. And Josh McCown 5-8 for 49 yards here. Out in St. Louis here, where the Seattle Seahawks squared off against the St. Louis Rams, as it was a dandy in St. Louis here, as the Seattle Seahawks got on the board first on a punt return by Tyler Lockett to make it 7-0 in favor of the Seahawks in the first quarter. And then in the second quarter, Tavon Austin a 16-yard run in the second quarter, tied at 7 apiece, and Greg John a 33-yard field goal to make it 10-7 Rams. And then Stephen Ashka 25-yard field goal. The game is even at 10 apiece. And then third quarter, Hashka again from 27 to make it 13-10 in favor of the Seahawks. And then Nick Foles a 1-yard run to make it 17-13 St. Louis. And then Tavon Austin 75-yard punt return to make it 24-13 in favor of the Rams. But then the Seahawks started to surge here as Jimmy Graham 7-yard pass from Russell Wilson to make it 24-21 Rams, and then Hashka 35-yard field goal to make it 24-24 apiece. And then Kerry Williams a 8-yard fumble return to make it 31-24 in favor of the Seattle. And then Lance Kendricks a 37-yard pass from Nick Foles to tie it at 31 apiece as Greg Drilling kicks the 37-yard field goal. As the St. Louis Rams shocked the 2-time defending NFC champion Seattle Seahawks 34-31 as Nick Foles had 18 for 27 and 297 yards and 1 touchdown, while Russell Wilson 32 for 41 for 251 yards and 1 touchdown and 1 interception here. Down in Washington, where the Miami Dolphins squared off against the Washington Redskins there. As Kirk for about 45-yard field goal in the first quarter, make it 3-0 in favor of the Redskins. And then in the second quarter, Jordan Reed, a 4-yard pass from Kirk Cousins, make it 10-0 in favor of the Redskins in the second quarter. But then Richard Matthews, a 3-yard pass from Ryan Tannehill to make it 10-3 Redskins at halftime break. And then 10-7 in favor of the Redskins here. And then Andrew Frank's 22-yard field goal to tie it 10. And then Jarvis Landry, 69-yard punt return as the Miami Dolphins defeat the Washington Redskins 17-10 as Ryan Tannehill 22 for 34 for 26 yards and 1 touchdown. While Kirk Cousins at 21 to 31 for 196 yards and 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions here. As 4 teams are in a 1-0 season. The Pats, Dolphins, Bills, and Jets tied for first place in the AFC East with 1-0 records here. Okay, tonight, Sunday night, it'll be an NFC showdown. In the NFC East, as the Dallas Cowboys square off against the New York Giants here. And total yards per game, 367.2 for the Giants, 383.6 for the Cowboys in the offensive comparison. Passing yards per game, 267 yards for the Giants, while 236.5 yards for the Cowboys. And rushing yards per game, 147.1 for the Cowboys, while the New York Jets have 100.2 yards comparison here. As I expect this to be a close one, fat all game long here. And Monday night, Philadelphia Eagles take on Atlanta Falcons, while subsequent 49ers will take on the Minnesota Vikings here. Alright, updating you on the late games here is the final. 3 games of the final. Arizona got a late touchdown here and sealed the victory over the New Orleans Saints, 31-19 here. San Diego Chargers hold on and beat the Lions, 33-28. And the Denver Broncos get a field goal and prevail and beat Baltimore 19-7 here, 19-13 here. As the Cincinnati Bengals are the only NFL team with a 1-0 record in the AFC North Division here, thanks to the Cincinnati leading Oakland 33-13 with 2 minutes left in the game. And it seems like the Cincinnati Bengals can go 1-0 on this young season here. And Tennessee still leading Tampa Bay 42-14. That's going to be for your NFL scoreboard for week number 1 of the NFL season on this Sunday, September 13th, 2015. P. Have a good night.